11C, Ophelia. Welcome to Teegerton Magus Academy. My name is Mr. Thorne, the headmaster. At this academy, we will teach both academics and Magus practices to ensure that both mind and body are able to take on future challenges. Many of you have already met Mr. Ogg, our founder, who has set this all into motion. He gestured to the chair beside him for reference. Let us have a round of applause for Mr. Ogg for this opportunity. An explosion of applause and whooping burst forth from the assembly. The turnout was far greater than expected. Word spread farther than the applicants from the tutelage and residents of Mortalis Isle. Many residents of neighboring isles could be seen in attendance, counting in the hundreds if I were to venture a guess. Students ranged from age 10 to 20. There were 6 instructors along with the headmaster and Mr. Ogg. After a brief introduction to the staff, the students were then sorted by age into their respective classes. Ages 12 and under would be in Year 1, with each year housing the next age up. Finally, ages 18 and older would be in Year 6. Academic classes will be housed in the mornings. Please take a look around at your peers. These will be your fellows over your remaining years here, instructed Mr. Thorne. Now, if you will please group yourselves by your Magus elements, as these peers will be your afternoon schoolmates for your Magus training, he finished. I looked around at my fellow lunar Magus. There was a considerably higher number of lunar Magus than at the tutelage. We numbered around 20. The students and families were then led out on a tour of the academy, which housed 6 classes, a lunchroom, and the yard. The yard doubled as a playground and a training yard and seemed to be highly influenced by the design of the tutelage. Paisley and Alira were also in attendance to show support of the school for their grandfather. Paisley came over to me during the tour and accompanied me for the remainder of orientation. It was great to have a friendly face, though I knew she wouldn't be attending with me. I wondered which of my peers would be befriended. Raylan seemed to waste no time in making friends, but that didn't surprise me. Raylan would be starting in Year 4 with the rest of the 15-year-olds. He recently had a late-blooming growth spurt and has been attracting a group of giggling girls wherever he went. His loner personality type was in contrast to his Ignis powers, but it never seemed to deter a crowd. I could see our mother eyeing the girls suspiciously with a scowl on her face. I knew nobody would be good enough for her beloved Raylan. I nudged Paisley, shooting my eyes over to Mother, then over to where Raylan stood surrounded. We spent the remainder of the tour jesting about our siblings and their romances. I feel so ashamed, Paisley announced. I never asked you how old you are. What year will you be starting? I thought back to all our conversations and realized she was correct. I too hadn't inquired about her age. I will be starting in 3rd year. I am 14. How old are you? I asked. You are 2 years older than me. I'm 12, she replied. I thought she would have at least been my age with how she carried herself and how she dominated at the tournament. I felt a twinge of jealousy, having lost out to another pupil younger than me, even if Paisley wasn't my challenger in the competition. She made for a great friend, but if I were to get stronger, I would need to make a new rival in my class to challenge me at every step. I wondered at whom. Orientation concluded back at the assembly hall, or rather, the lunchroom as we discovered during the tour. Mr. Thorne instructed us that we would receive our class information via post near the end of summer. We left with a list of supplies needed and the appropriate forms for our parents to fill out. As Paisley and I left to return to the cove, I was feeling hopeful and excited about this new journey.